installment number 3 in our video series here. This is Dave from Fluid Dynamics Pool and Spa. What we're going to feature today is a green pool. A lot of focus these days on green building and LEED certifications, things like that. And just wanted to see to show how that translates into swimming pools. This is a project we finished about 9 months ago, and project starts all the way out here. That's why I'm starting from the very beginning outside the property. And what we've got here is we've got retaining wall. And you can see this is all broken up concrete. We actually took all of the demo material from this project when we came in and demoed, cut up the walls, and reused it as a retaining wall. Very green use of recycled materials. Didn't have to purchase new block. We're able to utilize the materials. Didn't have to fill it into a landfill. Didn't have to export it off-site. So that's where this all starts. It's more than just thinking outside of the box. As I walk around the yard here, you'll also see some of these boulders. A lot of these were sourced locally. Right here, some of them during excavation, some of them we purchased, but they were locally sourced materials. But actually, a number of them were found right here on the site. So as we pan around here, one of the fun little features we've got here, we've got just a fun little water feature right here, right at the back door. Gives a little bit of noise, a little subtle, little tinkling of water. Real nice effect to this living space we've got right here. We've got a swing. We've got an incredible outdoor fireplace here that gets utilized all the time. Little seating area. As we pan around, we've got a bird bath right out here. Out here we've got another fire feature, and here's the pool. Greenest pool we've built to date. Let me just show you one of the main green features we've got here. We've got a pool cover. Very important, very inexpensive green way to really green up your project. Pool cover reduces chemical needs, keeps the pool cleaner, so you can go with less filtration time. And this client is actually a swimmer, and she swims pretty regularly, and so this keeps the heat into the water. So let me come back over here and just close up the pool cover so you can see some of the details on that. This is also a hydraulically actuated cover, we went with a hydraulic system so that we don't have any sort of high voltage electrical connections at the pool itself. We are real big on taking all of the 110 voltage and moving it out of the pool environments. 110 and water don't mix, and so we have a hydraulically actuated system here. We went with a full vanishing detail. As we pan back here, you can just barely see, I didn't get it all the way tucked back in there, you can just barely see the leading edge there of the leading edge bar. Went with a rolled bond beam detail here, and again I apologize, I did not get that tucked all the way up, but this gives you a good idea. You can kind of see that pool cover just tucks completely away underneath there, and the vault is underneath those. Those are all removable pieces of poured concrete that matches the entire poured in place coping that we've got around here. I got dual skimmers, and we've also got one of the things that we have started doing on all of our projects exclusively. Kind of hard to see here in the day, but you can see these little teeny tiny lights. Those are 12 volt LED lights. This particular project, we put 5 of them in. We put them actually on 2 separate banks so that the client can have different moods. They can have a real subtle lighting with either running 2 or 3 of the lights, or when they're entertaining, having a big party, they can have all 5 of the lights on and really illuminate the pool nicely. Plus, with the 12 volt fixtures, you again have taken the 120 out of the pool and replaced it with 12 volt, making the pool environment just that much safer. Plus, these are not the big traditional pool lights like everybody's used to seeing, the big silver globes. These are little, small 1.5-inch lights that put out incredible amounts of light. Plenty of light. This pool is very, very bright in the night. So more than adequate lighting, yet you don't have that big visual impact. As I pan back here and look down the wall there, you know, we're not broken up by this big silver orb in the pool. Just a little details here. We've got these little spillways coming out the wall of the spa. Gives the illusion that the spa is going out through there. But it is not. Those are actually just a water feature running on their own pump. Let's see, we've got a 16-jet spa here. We've got the big spin jets. Again, if you've seen some of our other videos, you can see we have set these up as full customized to the client. So we've got 2 highs and a low spin jet there. Over here we've got a seating position with a high and a low, and there's our foot jets down there. And then in this one, this was the husband's position. We've got the 2 highs, the low spin jet, and then the calf jet you can see. And then right next to the calf jet, it looks like that light is flickering, but it's actually just the undulation of the water here. And that is just the little LED light in the spa. One is more than adequate for the spa here. I've got our remote control, and pretty beautiful project if you ask me. Again, this is designed by Terry Designs out of Fullerton, California, and Allison does really incredible work. Pan around here. Here's our teak seating area with our big fireball here. So we've got multiple destinations in this project. And then let's take a walk down to the pool equipment here. As we're going down, you can see this incredible glass fence. This glass fence just completely goes away as you are lower here. You literally do not notice this fence. We've got real incredible views. We open up to back country out here, and just incredible. This fence does meet all the code compliances, yet you know, you can see in the video, very difficult to see. Unbelievable product for projects like this where you don't want to spoil the views. Alright, so let's walk back here into our equipment area, and this is a piece of work. We've got quite a bit going on here. This is, again, we've got the IntelliFlow pumps here. Multiple pumps. One of the things that we've got going on this project is we have ozone. Ozone is an incredibly green product. Really very much limits the amount of chlorine that goes in here. To monitor the chlorine usage, we do have a pH ORP system controlling a chlorine feed pump and an acid feed pump. There are our chem tanks right there. The one on the right here, that's the chlorine tank. You may be able to make it out. It's almost full, and that is a couple of weeks worth of chlorine that's been sitting in there. This pool uses very little chlorine. The primary sanitation system is found right here. This is an ozone system with an oxygen concentrator. Here's our large 120-gallon contact chamber. And the ozone, again, incredibly green product. Ozone is naturally occurring in nature, and this is a corona discharge ozone system. Ozone is significantly higher in oxidation than even chlorine is. It does a really good job of oxidizing everything. We do have a little bit of a chlorine backup. One of the things with ozone, it doesn't do a great job killing algae. So on this one, we have it programmed where we will feed a little bit of chlorine at about 4 a.m. Just a tiny little bit of chlorine in there to help mitigate any algae issues, and then the ozone system takes over at about 6 a.m. and keeps the pool sanitized all year long. Pan back here, here's our primary pool equipment setup. We've got all 3-inch above ground plumbing, very large 3-inch Jandy valves here, full 3-inch between all of our fittings. We've got 3-inch going into the front of the pump. We've actually got a 4-inch suction line coming up there for the spa equipment. We've got our bypass with an actuator on there so that when they want to use the heater, we actually close the bypass and flow the water through the heater. But we have the open bypass there so that we can, heaters have a lot of resistance in them. And so when they're not heating the pool, there's no use in running the water exclusively through that heater and creating all that resistance. So we run a full open bypass there and really pick up a lot of energy efficiency with that. This system, we did an energy audit on this system, and we're using about $25 a month to circulate this pool. And this is a fairly good sized pool, 18 by 36 with a 7-foot deep end, so a reasonable size pool. Excuse me. And we are circulating this from 6 a.m. until midnight, so 18 hours a day this pump is running, and yet we are costing literally pennies a day. Any other questions you guys have? Post some questions, post some comments, and yeah. But this is what a green pool looks like. I'll just sign off as we're walking out here. Again, this is an incredible property. We've got these are all locally sourced materials. Again, most of these came out during the excavation. We've got a DG walkway, got our little seating area, client back over here, out in the field here. She's got her composting area where she composts all of her stuff, and wide open space back here. She actually comes back here running, and you may be able to see we're just up the hill here from the ocean. I don't know if you can make that out, but right out over there where those tall buildings are, that's Newport Beach, and that's the Pacific Ocean out there. So, incredible project. There's a green pool for you. Hope that inspires some of you to really take up the green building, and really pools can be designed to be environmentally friendly, and there's some of the things that we added to this project to make an environmentally responsible pool. Dave from Fluid Dynamics signing off.